guys, welcome back to Remote Learning and welcome back my amazing first grade artist. It's great to see you here and hopefully we'll be able to get back together in room 101 soon. But here we are back in my home art studio and ready for week 3. So let's turn this around and get started. All right, let me push that back. All right, now last week we focused on an element of art called line, and the week before that we focused on color. Well, this week we're going to be focusing on another element of art called texture. There's line, color, and texture. The elements are the tools of art. They're what we use to make art, and these are the principles are how we use the tools. But we focused on line, color, and now we're going to focus on texture. Now, texture is the way something feels. Actual texture is the way something feels, the surface quality. Like if I touch my shirt, it's soft because we want something soft in our skin. But if I touch my hair is curly, so it feels a little bumpy. But, ooh, I'm in my office. I've got carpet in here. I'm in my studio. In my studio, I've got carpet, so my carpet feels nice and fluffy. So when you touch something, the way it feels, this is very slick. That is called texture. Well, in art, there's another type of texture called visual texture. It is texture that you can only see, and then you use your imagination and your previous knowledge to think about how that might really feel. It's kind of like when you look at a picture, you look at a picture of a porcupine, and that porcupine's got all these little quills that stick out, and you know that they could be prickly. But when you touch that picture's smooth. But if you touch that actual porcupine, or a cactus for that matter, that would be really prickly. So the visual texture is prickly. So in art, since art is visual and not very tactile, not very texture, because you're not supposed to touch paintings in a museum at all, we rely on a lot of visual texture. Now I've got a little handout, a little poster that I will attach that talks about different types of texture. We have smooth and rough, hard, these are supposed to be bricks, soft like a cloud or fluffy. Woven, that's like a texture like burlap. Bumpy or lumpy, that looks like a bunch of rocks. Jagged or irregular, like when something breaks the edge, could be jagged. And ridged, like logs. Okay. So this is texture, an element of art. Well, visual texture, this is another example that talks about when you hear these words, you can make an image in your head, and these are the images. Like rough, that's wood. Soft, sandy, you know how sand feels. Bumpy, slick, prickly, pointy. See, when I touch it, it doesn't feel pointy, but it looks pointy. That's visual texture. Flaky, scaly, woven, fluffy. Let me move my hand. Furry or hairy, wet. That's a texture. You can definitely tell when you're wet. Rocky. So I will attach these to the bottom of our on our page, our first grade page, and we're going to be doing a project where we show visual texture. So now I want you to pause the video or follow the link. Not sure which one I'm going to do yet, but I want you to hear this book called Kitten's First Full Moon. And when you're watching the video, it's a short video, think about looking at the illustrations that the illustrator has drawn, and think about these textures. In the book, they took a lot about these visual textures. Look for something prickly or something wet or something rough in these pictures. Now, it's visual textures, so you can't really feel it. And this book called Kitten's First Full Moon won a Caldecott Award. The Caldecott Award is an award for best children's book illustrations for each year, and it got the Caldecott Award in 2005. Miss Sherline knows a lot about that, and I need to ask her more about this book in particular. But I'll go ahead, watch the reading of the book, and come back. All right, now that you've heard about Kitten's first adventure, we are going to be drawing the kitten when he or she was up in the tree, looking down at the pond, which he or she thought was a big, I'm looking at the picture right here, was a big glass of milk. And we know it wasn't a big glass of milk. We know it was the pond. But what do you think that texture is in the pond? Wet, probably. So, grab your paper, your pencil, and you can watch me first, or you can pause it in each step. That is up to you. Now, we want our paper to be vertical, which means up and down. And we're going to start with the kitten, okay? Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw the kitten's eyes. And we're going to do little boop here and a little boop here. Two little curved lines for kitten's eyes. Look at that. Cute, huh? All right, I'm looking at the picture so I can see too. Then we're going to draw kitten's nose. And this time I'm going to do like a little heart, or it's like a little V shape. Look at that. So cute. Okay. Then I'm going to draw a curved line. And then here's some fur. That is a texture that you can look for. So I'm going to draw some little fur on the side of kitten's face. See? Okay, my picture locked up. Now, let's give kitten some cat ears. So that's like a triangle, open like that. Look at that. And then we're going to draw kitten's head. That's another curved line. Look at that. Look at kitten sitting up there. Now, for kitten's body, actually, we're going to draw two little arms. And I'm going to draw an arm here, which is two horizontal lines and a little line here. Those are kitten's front legs. And then I'm going to do a little wavy line for the paws. Look at that. Kitten doesn't have a body. Let's give kitten a body. Now remember, kitten's in a tree. So I'm going to, when I get to the leg, I'm going to jump, and there we go. And then let's draw kitten's tail. Now kitten's tail will be like this. Oop, my pencil keeps running out. Let me grab another pencil. Here we go. That one's not sharp. Here we go. I found you. All right, let's draw kitten's tail. Woo! It's a big tail, but it's okay. Look at kitten's tail. All right, now we're ready to draw the tree that kitten is up in. Let's see. I'm going to draw a nice big V line, big curved line under kitten that goes off the paper like that because the kitten's in a little crook of a tree. And then I'm going to come back and go down like this. And if you look, it's starting to look like a big Y, isn't it? Look, it's like a big Y. All right. Now, what do you think needs to go above kitten? I'm imagining you're here. The moon! So let's draw a moon right back here. There's kitten's first big moon. And then Right now, the tree looks very smooth. So we need to add some more visual texture on the tree. And a tree bark is very rough. And we can do this with lines. So I'm just going to come in here. I'm going to draw some zigzags and some wiggles and give my tree some bark. Look at this. Is this looking more like tree bark? Really just wiggly lines, a couple of zigzags, all the way to the edge. Now that looks like a rough tree. If I wanted to put a few more little branches out here, maybe put some leaves, I totally can. That is up to you. Okay. All right. There's Kitten. Now I'm going to put my pencil back. So I'm going to use a black crayon to outline. Just follow along. I'm going to speed it up for you. So here I've outlined my drawing of Kitten up in the tree, and it's looking a lot like the book. Now what you can do is if you press down really hard, you can take your finger and try to blend some of that crayon in. Look what happened right there. It made my moon look a little darker. And I'm actually I want my kitten to stay white, so I'm not gonna do anything to the kitten or touch the kitten, but I am going to come over here and rub some on my tree just to give my tree a little darkness. And if I do it all the way around, let me try it and do it all the way around. Kitten's first full moon. You may, if you don't want to blend it, you can use colors, add color to it. But if you notice from the Caldecott award-winning Caldecott images from Kitten's first full moon, they are all done in black and white. And that is actually an element of art called value that we will talk about later. All right, I'll see you guys next week. Miss you guys, and hopefully we'll be together soon. But until then, be safe and create. Bye, guys.